This is a 3D printer light that clips on the top rail of your 3D printer. I've designed this that would fit any Creality Ender 3 model, and it uses a single USB cable. Let me show you the amount of light I'm getting here. Just because I wanted something less bright than the other light I have. So this would be a good fit for like an overnight, especially when you leave that printer printing overnight. The best part here that it only works based on a single USB cable, and I'm using the same laptop that I have the printer plugged into. I will leave in the description the files for the light I have, and also I will show you how you can make this for yourself if you are interested. Here, after 3D printing the main file, the LEDs fit snugly, so you can just like push them into the holes and they should fit and stay in place. After placing all the LEDs, make sure you give them a nice push and they should fit in there really nice. Make sure that all the LEDs are the same type. So you cannot use different colors unless they have the same voltage draw, just because we are using a single resistor. If you have multiple colors, you would need a separate resistors for each LED. Keep that in mind. Now here, after fitting all the LEDs, I'm going to bend the pins, and you can see here that I'm bending the pins to align the negative side and solder all them together, and then the positive side all together. I am soldering these LEDs in parallel. So all the ground are soldered together, all the positive are soldered together. This way, we can use a single resistor. The resistance I'm using is just a 10 ohm resistor. So we don't need a lot of resistance because we have a lot of LEDs. And you would need to calculate the resistance needed based on the battery, like if you're going to use a USB or if you're going to use an external battery, you can do that as well. And based on the number of LEDs. So there are a few factors, and the one I'm using is a 10 ohm, but yours might be different. Here, I'm just soldering everything and definitely keep the sides aligned. So I'm soldering them in parallel. I will eventually add a resistor on the positive side. So you want your resistance to be not on the ground, but on the positive side rail for the LEDs. The other piece that you see right there is the cover. So like there is kind of a case cover to the top that we will add at the end. Here, I'm just repurposing an old USB cable that I have and cutting that out so I can take the positive and the ground from the USB, add my resistor, wire that up. That way, I can make this light work on any USB. So it can be like a laptop USB, or it can be like a regular phone charger, for example. And this is the resistance I'm adding, and I'm adding it on the positive side. Make sure you test the resistance. I would calculate the resistance, or if you're not sure, maybe start with 220 and go down from there. And just soldering the adapter here because I want it to have an adapter that I can plug in and out. And I'm just making these wires nice and clean, and I'll put the cover on top at the very end. So this is the adapter that I'm using, and I added that to the USB cable, and yeah, just wiring everything together here. Should be very straightforward. I don't like to use an electric tape, so I like those heat adhesive. They are helpful. And this just to keep the resistor in place as well from the side. And you can see it's already working after plugging in the USB cable. And now let's put the cover on. This is it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.